are watching the news on the app brought to you from the Anglican Cable Network Nigeria, ACNN. I am Nzubechi Frank. You are welcome. Seeking God's wisdom and knowledge in leadership requires absolute humility and simplicity attitude in Christ-like way. Now, this was the assertion of Reverend Canon Ovie Ezumeriwe, a priest in the Anglican Diocese in Abuja, who played a guest on ACNNTV weekly program while speaking on the topic, seeking God's wisdom and knowledge in leadership. While also admonishing the leaders, Reverend Canon Ovie said to be a humble and simple person is the most commendable attribute of a leader, and that he should exhibit in attaining an enviable height in the church community and the society at large. He advised them not to conform themselves to the leading of the world, but should seek God's face in all things.
A man of wisdom always probes. Go and check every person that operates in wisdom. They ask questions, and in asking questions, they pray about it, meditate about it, consult widely, and wisdom comes and the problem is solved. So I think we really need this in our generation and our time. Wisdom is very, very paramount. Any leader that wants to lead without wisdom is bound to fail.
According to the organizers, Tokyo International Conference on African Development, TICAD, is the largest international conference held in Japan, providing an open forum that generates innovative discussion among various stakeholders on African development. Participants are drawn not only from African countries, but also from international organizations, private companies, and civil society organizations involved in the development. It is also expected to focus on the promotion of resilient and sustainable African society for human security and peace, sustainability in support of Africa's domestic proactive efforts. According to Nigerian Foreign Minister Geoffrey Onyama, Nigeria has gained tremendously since its participation in TICAD 6 at the highest level.
Significantly over the last 3 years. So the meeting here is to essentially take stock of that and then to plan for the next 3 years. And then also it's an opportunity to have bilateral meetings with significant sectors for the 7 biggest economies in the world. And we're not yet there. And the Africans who were there were what are considered as the African Union Troika. And the way the Troika works is the incumbent and present president of the AU, the outgoing one, and the incoming one. So they were invited in that capacity. So there's no reason and no basis why Mr. President should have been there. 200 million people. Nigeria should be one of the hubs, manufacturing hubs for Japan to be assembling cars.
TICAD was launched by Japan in 1993, usually held every 5 years. The hosting period was shortened to 3 years since TICAD 2016, during which it was held for the first time in Africa, Kenya, Nairobi to be precise. The Federal High Court in Abuja has refused to grant the motion filed by Mr. Omoyele Sowore, convener of the Revolution Now protests, challenging his detention for 45 days by the Department of State Security. Justice Nkonye Maya, who declined all applications by counsel to Sowore, Mr. Femi Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, sent the case back to Justice Taiwo for further hearing. Falana, who had asked the court to set aside the ex parte order granted by Justice Taiwo, also applied for bail orally when Justice Maya rejected the earlier application. Sowore, who is presently in detention, had on August 9th approached the court seeking an order to vacate the ex parte order that gave the DSS the legal backing to detain him for 45 days. It was reported that Justice Taiwo had, in a ruling on an ex parte application on August 8, ordered Sowore's detention for the said period to enable the DSS to carry out and conclude its investigation on allegations levied against him. The DSS had also on August 20th challenged the court order allowing it to detain Sowore for 45 days against its request of 90 days pending investigation. The Lagos state government has confirmed that a total number of 3 people were killed in an accident that happened in Ikorodu on Tuesday, the 27th of August 2019. The auto accident involving a bus rapid transit vehicle and a fully loaded Dangote cement truck owned by a billionaire businessman Aliko Dangote also left 58 people injured. The trailer had lost control and skidded off the main carriageway at Asolo along Ikorodu Road before crashing into the bus on the special BRT lane. According to the Lagos State Traffic Management Agency, while visiting victims of the accident at the General Hospital Ikorodu, the state's Commissioner for Health, Professor Acnn said 1 victim was dead on arrival while 2 died in the hospital due to severity of injuries sustained. The commissioner disclosed that the government would take full responsibility of the medical bills of victims, noting that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration is committed towards ensuring that Lagosians get the best healthcare services. News on the Hour continues in a moment. Please stay with us.
The Anglican International Academy, AIA, is a Christian co-educational school located in the Zido district of Abuja. We have highly qualified teachers who we train and retrain for continuous professional development. Our teacher-student ratio and ultra-modern facilities meet international educational standards. AIA officially opens from September 2019, so avail your child the opportunity to acquire knowledge in an environment ideal for learning and spiritual growth. Admission into JSS1 is on. Forms are available at Episcopal House, 24 Douala Street, Wuse Zone 5, All Saints School, Wuse Zone 3, and Anglican Girls Grammar School, Apo, Abuja. For inquiries, call 080-3311-3935 or 080-3955-8787. Anglican International Academy. Excellence, faith, and integrity are watchword.
Ajayi Crowther University admission has commenced. Programs on offer include undergraduate, postgraduate, part-time, HND conversion, foundation and pre-degree in faculties of law, humanities, education, natural sciences, social sciences, and management sciences. Our tuition is affordable and payable in 3 installments. Visit the university website at www.acu.edu.ng for online application, screening, and admission letter. Given our state-of-the-art facilities, well-equipped library, decent learning environment, and distinguished lecturers. Apply now by logging on to www.acu.edu.ng. For details, call 0814-592-0637. Ajayi Crowther University, raising godly intellectuals.
You are welcome back and thanks for staying tuned. For more on our top stories, please visit our website at acnntv.com or youtube.com/ACNNTV. To be up to date with our news and other programs, download the ACNN app for Android from Google Play Store. And now to the international scene. The House of Bishops at Namirembe, Uganda, has elected Bishop Stephen Samuel Kazimba Mugala of Mityana Diocese as the 9th Archbishop of the Church of Uganda. Bishop Kazimba is replacing retiring Archbishop Stanley Ntagali. The Provincial Secretariat Namirembe, the Right Reverend Edison, Dean of the Church of Uganda, made the announcement at a press conference. The election was held during a meeting of the House of Bishops on Wednesday, 28 August 2019 at St. Paul's Cathedral, Namirembe. The election was by secret ballot and was presided over by the Provincial Chancellor. Bishop Kazimba was elected with more than a 2/3 majority per the Constitution of the Church of Uganda. Bishop Kazimba was consecrated Bishop on 26 October 2008 and has served as the Bishop of Mityana Diocese for almost 11 years. The installation of the new Archbishop is expected to take place on 1st March 2020 at St. Paul's Cathedral, Namirembe. The devil is always busy trying to destroy the church. He tries to destroy the church by sowing the seed of misunderstanding, which germinates and produces different seeds that will eventually lead to the destruction of the church. These were the words of the Right Reverend Felix Oji, the Diocesan Bishop of Anglican Diocese of the West and Missionary Bishop of Acnn, Church of Nigeria, Anglican Communion, Houston, Texas, during his sermon, as he encourages Christians to stand firm against the device of the devil.
See, the devil is always busy trying to destroy the church. And he tries to destroy the church with things that are nothing. But he sows the seed of misunderstanding, and then the seed of misunderstanding graduates into the seed of discord. And the seed of discord graduates into the seed of division and chaos, and then there's a disintegration, and it goes down. See, throughout the history of the church in the Old Testament and the church in the New Testament, Satan has always tried to hinder the work of God and to destroy the church of God. It began in Genesis chapter 1.
According to the cleric, the devil attacks the church with different tactics, such as mockery, persecution, moral corruption, among others. He also stressed that the church has continued to grow and will never stop growing.
See, the plan of the devil, whenever he's coming to you and coming to the church, is to remove the good and the purposes of God, the good purposes of God and the plan of God for your life and for the church. It is to destroy you, it is to hinder your marriage, it is to hinder your relationships. It's got nothing good for you. And so this has been the work of the devil from Genesis all through the Old Testament. And of course, now in the 1st century of the church, Satan attacked the church. So the devil attacked the church with mockery, attacked the church with persecution, attacked the church with moral corruption, and the Bible says the church was growing.
High points of the service were prayers, praises, thanksgiving, among others. Many people have been killed and 13 injured after an attack caused a fire at a bar in Mexico. The prosecutor's officer in Veracruz, in a statement, said that the fire broke out at the White Horse Bar in Coatzacoalcos in the southern state of Veracruz, adding that most of the deceased are men and some are women. The Veracruz Public Security Secretary and the prosecutor officer said no arrests have been announced so far, but they are working to locate the suspects involved. And now to sports news. Manchester United and Inter Milan have reached an agreement for the loan transfer of Alex Sanchez. According to the UK Mirror, there will not be an option for the Serie A club to buy Sanchez as part of the deal, which will last 10 months. The Chilean has endured a nightmare spell at Old Trafford since arriving from Arsenal as part of the swap deal involving Henrik Mkhitaryan since January 2018. He has scored just 5 times for the Red Devils and has fallen down the pecking order under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer has not included Sanchez in any of the United's first 3 Premier League fixtures of the season. Sanchez joins former United teammate Romelu Lukaku at Inter Milan, who are coached by ex-Chelsea boss Antonio Conte. A former Liverpool striker, Dean Saunders, has been sentenced to 10 weeks in jail According to Mirror UK, the 55-year-old was sentenced at Chester Magistrates Court after he pleaded guilty to failing to comply with a roadside breath test and failing to provide a breath sample for analysis. Sanders, a regular football, TV and radio pundit, was stopped on suspicion of drink driving by police in Brunton, Chester on May 10th. The Welshman was also banned from driving for 30 months. Sanders played for Aston Villa, Derby County, Benfica, Bradford City, Sheffield United, among others, before he retired in 2001. He also coached Chesterfield in 2015 for 6 months. So it's on that note that we draw the curtain for this edition on the News on the Hour. I want to thank you for watching. I am Zubechi Frank.